Howdy folks, and welcome back to Dungeon Meshi. Today we're going to be watching episode 15, which is titled Dryad and Cockatrice. I tried my best to not read the title for this one, and I pulled up Netflix, I got it all ready set to go, and then right before I hit record, I looked over and I read the title without even thinking about it. It didn't even register until I had already read it, and then I realized, so maybe someday I'll have another episode where I am truly blind on the title going in. But Dryad, I don't have much for. I thought that Dryads were kind of humanoid, intelligent beings. I say that like capable of speech. Not something to eat, basically, is what I'm getting at. Similar to orcs, there was an episode titled Orcs, which, thank God they didn't eat an orc. So maybe they just meet, I don't know, I think it's a race, technically. I'm trying to think back to, I feel like The Witcher had some dryads, and they were kind of like naked green people. That's the closest I can think of to that. And then Cockatrice, which feel like I have a bit more of a connection to. I feel like I talked about Cockatrice all the way back in episode 2, when they had the roast basilisk, saying that the basilisk kind of ended up being about what I would expect a cockatrice to be. Or I think Laios even said that basilisk is close in the same family as cockatrice. So I think I had talked about like the petrification of it. I think I even told my Nicolas Cage doing the chicken dance story shortly after that one in D&D. So I guess I should have saved it for this. That's my punishment for not reading the episode titles in advance. But regardless, I'm hoping that we're back to Laios and crew. I may have read the title beforehand, but I did not read the blurb underneath. It was nice to have an episode focusing on Kabru last time. And finally meeting Shuro. In the brief moment that we got to meet him there at the end. But I'm kind of ready to get back to Laios and crew. They are, the driving force of this story for me, and I want to get back to them because I like them and the way they work together a lot. I just hope they can find some food in this one and that they can, not die, basically, even though we know, how death works in the dungeon, but still, they're pretty deep in at this point, I feel like, and probably not a lot of people going down there. So regardless, the only thing that's left to do is to find out by watching, so let's scooch over here as I get ready to watch this thing. As I take this opportunity to thank you for watching me watch this thing, as always. Make sure you do all the YouTube things. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you see when more of these come out. Please leave a like on the video and leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this episode, of the reaction, anything you want to tell me. Also, as always, for I think a third as always now, there's a link to the Patreon in the description below. If you want to get ahead, see this or any other Dungeon Meshi video uncut, unedited, that option is available to you. But as always, I'm glad that you're just here watching on YouTube. So now let us get started with Dungeon Meshi episode 15, Dryad and Cockatrice, starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. The OP may change, but the walking mushroom is forever. Oh yeah, I'm still so used to the opening like strums of the Bump of Chicken song. But now that this is playing, I'm remembering how much I enjoyed this one. Ba, ba, ba. And, while this is playing, I guess I should say, my family and I went out on an outing to the mall earlier, and we found ourselves at a Barnes & Noble, which typically our ventures to that store tend to be just kind of reading the children's books for my kid until we're ready to go. But I stopped over by the manga section as my wife was looking at some vinyls, and I found some volumes of this in manga. So I picked up volume number 1 and kind of looked at it. I found that really, really good Marcille face from way back in episode 1. When Laios was saying, like, how did it feel to be inside that plant? I bet it felt pretty good, huh? It just hard cuts to Marcille, just like, incredible. I think the first, like, really true laugh out loud moment for me in the show. So I had to see the original. I did not buy it, unfortunately. I kind of wish I did at this point, just because for shows that I like a lot, I like to have some kind of a physical keepsake of them. Like I bought the Hilda and the Mountain King. I have a Bluey vinyl back there. Lots of stuff that I have, but no Dungeon Meshi manga. Regardless, at the very end of this OP, my tea for tonight is a throat coat. Because I'm about to stream after this. I'm recording this at a very strange time. So I need to preserve my voice.
Damn it! Are you kidding me? This wall wasn't here last time. What gives?
Another earthquake?
Oh.
That's not what that was. The dungeon is moving and changing
Yeah, that's
shape.
what I was going to say.
I bet that mage is doing it.
Just that mean we'll be wandering around this place in circles? till we
Honestly, I
die?
feel like he's so powerful that, like, if he really wanted to have them dead, he could... Oh, Chilchuck, let's go. If he really wanted them to die, he could... Oh, shit.
Coast is clear. Looks like climbing the wall might not be such a great idea.
That was so good. Now I wish I had found that in the manga. But what I was saying is, I think if the Mad Mage wanted them dead, they would have, like, literally just, like, boxed them in, especially if he can shift the walls and everything. What's to prevent him from just creating, like, a square wall around them and just straight up trapping them in?
Avoiding them was sheer good luck.
Does he still have the parasite?
Are you guys all right?
So unhealthy. We've been walking non-stop and haven't had a decent meal since eating the dragon.
It's been about 2 episodes since you've even seen us.
But Chilchuck and Marcille are definitely still growing.
Come on.
I'm overwhelmed with shame that I can't provide a hearty meal at such an important time in their lives.
I think it's funny. I mean, I guess maybe he just doesn't understand about half-foots, but I know that they said in the last episode that Chilchuck was, like, over the hill and getting close to old age. But I guess to Senshi, Chilchuck is still just a kid, so looking at him, he's still growing. I think that was probably the joke. It didn't land as hard because we were like, well, he's a half-foot. We know that he's not still growing. So, I don't know, a bit of a weird one. But another point I was going to make on the Mad Mage could just box them in is he tried that a couple episodes ago, now that I remember. And a ghost kind of like opened up the wall and kind of let them through, right? One of the friendly ghosts that is not there to kill them, but instead just kind of lives and chills in this town. So I guess the Mad Mage technically can't, but can exhaust them to the point where they just can't do anything, right? If he keeps giving them hope by giving them like paths to take and then dead ends that they find, well, maybe let's try this other way. Oh, this is new. We'll try this one. No, you just keep moving until you just like collapse from exhaustion, right? So I guess that might be a more effective one, more effective way than just kind of trapping them in one place and letting the ghosts kind of like, hey, this way, we can do this for you. So I feel better about that explanation than the one I gave earlier. So I'm sorry for my brain working the wrong way while trying to watch this show. But I guess let's find some dryads to eat or not eat, depending on what they are.
I must feed them. The youngins must be fed, and I have to feed them.
There he goes, calling Chilchuck a youngin again, right?
No, it's more like a floral scent.
Wherever flowers are blooming, there's sure to be some water.
It's all up to you, Chilchuck.
Or it's the perfume aisle. The only way out of here is through the perfume aisle.
Is this place
Oh,
some kind of graveyard?
a dryad arbor. Isn't that a magic card?
Wait, what's that over there?
Oh, they're not naked green people. They're naked pale people.
Don't look!
Children shouldn't be witnessing such filth.
Get back, Senshi!
Oh. Oh, what is that? Is that pollen or fairy
Arm
dust?
yourselves. These things aren't humans. They're dryad flowers.
Then this dust in the air is...
Pollen.
Once inhaled, these microparticles cling to the respiratory system's
Oh,
mucous
God.
membrane. The body recognizes these particles and labels them as harmful.
Doesn't it look kind of like COVID? How the coronavirus, like the actual virus particles look?
It's hay fever.
Okay, yeah, it's just pollen. Made it seem a lot more dangerous than that.
Crap! Don't inhale it!
No, too late. How are y'all with pollen? I've never been too bad with it. Granted, I don't think I live in a particularly dense location for it.
Senshi!
Also, this one's going to be real hard to edit for YouTube once again. Uncut version available on Patreon.
Senshi, reach forward.
It's going to clatter away from his hand, right?
Swing that sword behind
Okay,
you.
no. That's going to be like, no, nobody but Laios. Clack, 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 clack.
Swing!
Also, hold your breath. I am really bad with dust. I think I've mentioned in a past episode.
My eyes are suddenly getting itchy.
I'm gonna need you to be my eyes!
How? I can't see anything! Smell. No, the scent of the
Yeah, I can't
pollen
do
is
it.
too strong.
I can't see.
Sound.
He's going to reach out and just grab some
Sneezing
yonkers.
is too loud. I can't trust my sight, smell, or hearing right now. I know. The wind.
Oh, okay.
It touched your sneeze and moved to your back right. Swing up in that direction, Sensei!
Okay. I was really hoping for a sense of touch and we get a terrible lowbrow joke.
I need to repair it and feed it some mana quickly or it'll
I forgot.
die.
I forgot. This is like the saddest loss. Like, yes, Fallon's rough, but Ambrosia is somehow worse.
This whole area is safe.
You're such a liar!
It's safe now.
Against dryad flowers?
Oh.
He's doing it again. Think we should knock him out to stop him this time?
I feel like we've gotten to a point where we can't be picky anymore.
Yeah, we're especially with how hungry they are, right?
So what if the flower is shaped like a human?
Marcille.
Found
Oh my god!
beautiful dryad fruits.
How do I reverse time? Cut it out! Casually look for scary sounding spells? Your black magic jokes aren't funny, so seriously stop.
Damn.
Those are flower buds. They're what eventually becomes the dryad flower.
And that one's gonna be
Tasty.
sweet,
Much
right?
easier
Because
to eat than the
it's...
stuff you're carrying. Whoa, there are mandrakes growing here. There's no dog around, so we'll just have to chop off their heads, okay?
Seriously, Chilchuck?
Damn, Marcille, they're all going through it in different ways. But I love we've come to the point where... I love that we've come to the point in this show where, like, we understand these characters on such a deep level that, like, these little in-jokes between them, like... Watching this episode, like, had you forgotten about the dog or anything like that from a past episode, or just somehow missed that one, or just happened to see this one, catch this one in passing, you kind of just like don't understand, like, what's this about a dog and a mandrake? But like having that, I did see that in the manga that I picked up earlier today. The training the dog to like pull out the mandrakes. Cute little pupper in the manga too, No, I just love that we have such a deep understanding of these characters now, that just these tiny little moments, like, I don't want to say hit harder, but like, you know, the whole black magic jokes aren't funny. We know that Chilchuck had a real rough time, like, coming to grips with the fact that Marcille was able to do that a couple episodes ago. Those black magic jokes aren't funny, right? He doesn't like it. He doesn't want to think about it. Please don't do it again. And then the dogs and the mandrake one as well, and I'm sure that's not going to be the last, but it's just two that happened like back to back that I felt like I had to comment on a little bit.
Put the chopped ingredients into a pot with water and bring to a boil.
Okay.
Give them a good mashing in the pot.
I wonder if they're going to be more like pumpkin or sweet potato. I wonder how that one tastes. Ooh, it looks like
Already smells good.
a mix between onion and cabbage.
Fry it in some butter and then add in some mushrooms.
Oh.
Pour a little melted cheese over the top.
Oh, this one's gonna hit.
It's ready.
I will say, I fucking hate the face, but jack-o'-lantern potage, I think that's how you say that word, and dryad's flower bud sauté with melted cheese. So it's like a pumpkin soup kind of thing. You know, I will admit, I've never really had pumpkin stuff that wasn't pie. Right. And even then, that's probably a bastardized version. It's just more sugar than anything. Right. So part of me, like, and I know that the inside of pumpkins is like gross and seedy and gooey and stuff. Right. And the chunks that he dropped in there was a little more sweet potato looking. So that's kind of like what I'm thinking in my head is kind of how it tastes a little bit. So let's see. And honestly, the dryad's flower bud sauté is going to carry this because that looks fucking phenomenal. But also like a sweet potato soup kind of thing, like also sounds pretty good. This one, and I'm also glad to have something to add to the tier list after a couple episodes of neglecting. I've been told that the good medicine should go on the list because technically it's a prepared dish, but I'm still sticking with the Senchi's buffet kind of analogy that I've been keeping on here. So this, I mean, like I said, that flower bud sauté looks like it's going to do a lot of heavy lifting. Where am I putting this? Does it go? It might go, and I'm trying to think of what, I think this one's going to go right under roast basilisk and right above orc bread. I need to just start a new, I just have like arrows like drawn off to the side and like pointing where they go. Yeah, I just need to like start a new list with a couple spaces here and there. Jack O Lantern plus flower bud sauté, especially with how small I had to write that. Yeah, but that looks good. I put that right above the orc bread, which was right above the cabbage caldo, which to me feels like similar. I mean, I know it wasn't cabbage caldo, but that's what I wrote down for it because that's what it was closest to. But this looks pretty good. And like I said, the solid food portion of this is doing most of the heavy lifting here, but that soup does look pretty good as well. This looks like a solid meal. Like nothing that's gonna blow my mind, like the boiled mimic, the barbecue kelpie, or the dragon stuff, or the hot pot even. All the way back in episode 1, we have a strong contender for one of the best in the series. But this looks pretty damn good. So it's gonna go upper mid tier overall. Solid. Also, let me know in the comments where you would put these. I feel like I don't ask that enough. Gotta farm that engagement, right? But let me know. But once again, I'm going to turn that face like completely around to where I just don't see it watching me eat it. Though I do think it's metal as hell that you essentially made soup in this thing's head. Or made it in the pot and then poured it in the head to serve out of. Which is, that's pretty fucking metal, dude. But let's carry on.
Why'd you put it in that thing?
Exactly. It's metal as fuck, that's why.
You can have good intentions, but that doesn't make doing it any better. I'll still eat it, though.
It's probably going to be good as hell.
It's sweet. There's a floral fragrance, and despite it being dense, it melts in your mouth.
Okay, so I feel like I was...
That's kind of horrifying.
It is, but it's so good. Ooh, now this I want to know about.
The acidity of the cheese works well.
How do we escape from this place?
Oh, no comment from
We're gonna get
Chilchuck.
stuck in here forever.
Chilchuck also thinks this is a mid-tier meal.
Do you think there's any kind of logic to the dungeon changes?
That's it.
I'll record the frequency of the earthquakes on the map.
I'm starting to think this might work out.
You
It's
did
a
it,
lot easier
Senshi.
to feel optimistic when your stomach's full, huh?
Yeah, good job, buddy.
Laios, Senshi, we should get your wounds healed up.
Senshi's like, not again, not the healing spell.
You really need to step up. It's time for me to teach you magic. I
Oh,
won't be able to protect everybody from the Mad Mage all by myself. If you can learn healing and abjuration magic, it'll make things easier.
he's becoming a true paladin, right? In the Final Fantasy sense of the term.
Stop treating me like a child already, Senshi. I'm so tired of it.
I'm old as fuck, Senshi. Like butter over too much bread. Is that an analogy you can understand? Also, it's a Lord of the Rings reference.
You said before that your old man passed away, didn't you? Now is as good a time as any.
Is he gonna try to adopt
I'll
him?
teach you what you need to know.
Or teach you about the birds and the bees?
Probably at the age where you're gonna start showing interest in certain things about them.
He
What's
is.
that mean?
Let's just say they humans also have a stamen and pistol.
Oh, God.
Wrong! Do it again!
Are you listening?
And so their
Ridiculous.
lesson
Utterly
continued
fucking
on well
ridiculous.
into the night.
Okay, now the him treating him as a child joke is hitting harder. Unlike what I was saying earlier.
I thought touching it softly might be kind of weird.
That's not the point at all, so get over it. Give me your left hand. See? Something like this is fine.
Yeah, it's called lay on hands. Every paladin should have it, right?
Match to my breathing, my body temp and pulse. Repeat after me. Spelai,
Spalai.
Yeptum,
Is he gonna be able to do it?
Unzu.
Unsu.
It itches! Ooh, it's so itchy!
Oh, is that what it's like to...
What the?
Oh, I guess it
His
worked,
hair
right?
just came off. You're a pretty fast learner. I guess your bloodline has a talent for it.
Well, duh. Look at
You teach, it's
Fallon.
easy for me to follow.
Now, before you forget what that feeling is like, try it on Senshi.
No thanks. That sound
Did
effect.
it have to be there?
Embarrassment's improvement's biggest enemy.
You shouldn't really disregard that sort of stuff. Healers touch other people more than anyone, and it can lead to some problems.
Oh.
Personal relationships are the main reason parties disband. Jealousy, envy, falling in and out
Yeah.
of love, grudges and hate.
Yeah, just look at Shuro, right?
Wouldn't happen to be talking about Fallon and Shuro.
I'm speaking from
Oracle?
experience. Honestly, instead of him learning magic, I'd rather he develop good social skills. And
Also, does that count as an Oracle moment when I was talking about Chilchuck reaching out to the Dryads? Just grabbing a couple handfuls. Laios and Senshi.
Why don't you try studying some magic? Maybe you'd stop being scared of it.
Oh, I am so sorry. You see, any half-foot I know who's dipped into black magic mysteriously got kidnapped by elves and were never seen again.
Oh.
Such a crazy coincidence.
That feels like something we shouldn't just gloss over here. That seems important.
It's magic that draws energy from a different plane where infinity exists.
Oh.
Then how do you turn all the water in a lake into gas?
Sublimation, lower the pressure. At a lower pressure, it boils at a lower temperature, right? I think I remember my chemistry.
Many places in this dungeon are linked to another.
I guess sublimation would be solid to gas, right?
At that time, Fallon didn't have the power to recover on her own. I ended up rewriting a section of the dungeon and made it so that her body was part of it.
Oh, that's so interesting. Senchi's like, are you gonna touch me again?
Close. The wall's moving.
Oh.
But where's it going?
Once again, what were they talking about? The logic of the dungeon changing? Oh.
Hey.
I suddenly feel dizzy.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Is he mana
It
drained?
was your first time using magic, so you're likely dealing with mana sickness.
Damn.
It'll hopefully ease up soon.
We'll be back.
Get rest, okay?
Oh no. We're just leaving him here.
Everything looks so saturated.
Yo, he is tripping balls, dude. Yo, why'd they leave him here? He needs a trip sitter.
Sickness really bites.
Damn. And Marcille just goes through this all the time. Marcille's just like constantly hungover.
It's looking like we gotta observe things some more.
Oh.
Not being able to make progress.
Maybe
is
we'll get a
bad.
bird's eye view.
The floor's rising all of a sudden. Hurry and get up!
Well, to be fair, that looks like it might have
Sure
been.
was close.
And we almost
Uh-oh.
got stuck there, huh?
Uh-oh. Okay, so it's an opposite of a basilisk.
The cockatrice with merciless petrifying venom.
Wait, no. It's the same. Very similar. Similar yet different.
Basilisk!
But it's a cockatrice, which is 10 times more dangerous. One bite
Oh.
from it, you'll turn into a statue.
We're gonna need more of that healing magic from Laios. Okay, so this does seem like a slightly evolved version, whereas the other one was like more one end to the other, chicken and snake. This one is like both facing the same way, working in tandem.
But I'm pretty sure it can detect us just by tracking our body heat.
And I was gonna say, it was mostly Laios in the last one that had all the knowledge.
The birdhead's relying on sight to find us. Marcille.
Okay.
Do you remember what Laios did when we faced a basilisk the last time?
That was like 13 episodes ago, Senshi.
Put your whole body and soul into intimidating it.
Oh, we're
That's
using
easy for you to
We're using
say.
Marcille to be one of the ones going for one end as they do their pincer attack again.
Wait, what did Laios yell back then?
Caca!
Was it "Ah," or roar? Maybe.
Ah, there it is. I really want to hear Marcille do this. Not good enough. Oh no!
What am I even doing? I'm definitely gonna screw it up. I know.
You have to.
I'll do it. My own way.
Okay. I cannot
The
wait.
magic school's first ever genius, Marcille.
Nice. I love these like Smash Bros intros for them here.
It's Marcille. Come on.
Also, hell yeah, this theme coming back in.
Both heads are looking at me now. I need to cast, but there's no time.
Oh. Is she about to petrify? How did...
Marcille! Did you get bitten?
I'm okay.
That looks like a bite to me, you idiot!
Just cut off the arm and go back to Laios.
Do you know the trick to help you deal with a cockatrice bite?
Suck the venom out.
Trick to it.
First, remove your pants.
What?
Sit and bring your body close together. Pull your arms inward. Cover your ears with your fingers. And close your mouth. Good. Now you're all set to turn into stone.
What? Wow. Oh god, she did. Fuck. Oh,
Oh crap.
she's so emotive.
Really dangerous pose.
She's gonna break.
Her core is unbalanced, so she could tip over any second.
Oh, he was actually being serious. So he could pick her up and transport her, right?
Petrification's more like a curse instead of a poison.
Okay.
Elves have a strong resistance to magic, so they should recover faster than others. The second way is to search for some medicinal herbs. Or third, to go look for an adventurer who knows the right spell. Last option is to let me try to cast something to heal her.
Last option. Let's do it. I want this to happen so bad.
So, how long will it take to heal up naturally?
Just centering her in the frame here is so
16 to 10
good.
years.
Should we put something underneath her butt to keep her up straight?
Yeah, that might help.
I've got a pretty good idea.
Oh no, what is
Bottom
it?
of the pan, place the Julie.
Oh, it's not even about Marcille, it's just a meal. Oh no, he is!
Soak the cockatrice meat in a brine and place that in Marcille's lap. And this way she stays perfectly balanced.
Wait, is he actually gonna light a fire though?
Laios and the others worked hard.
Oh god, how much time are
There
they?
were many trials and errors. But on the 4th day,
Okay.
Found one!
How do you reckon you use it?
How about
Oh
we
no, Laios.
stick 'em on?
Now's the time.
Okay.
Spelai. Yeptomu. Am I even pronouncing any of this correctly?
Wunzu. Oh no! Oh, it worked.
Marcille, you're back!
Yep, soft.
I said the words right!
Is this a vegetable? Why is there a pot?
Oh, how many
One
days
was
has
a
that been
success,
sitting
too.
there?
Yay!
Boil the meat that you had brining, and then
Oh,
slice
he was
it up
brining
thinly.
it, okay.
Take the fermented buds, plate them with the meat, and it's ready.
Oh, ooh. Pickled cockatrice hawk style and dryad buds sauerkraut style. Okay, so the meat was brining. Okay. Dryad bud sauerkraut. I will say I'm not a big fan of sauerkraut. But unlike the last meal, I can forgive the side for this one. But the pickled cockatrice. And those are just kind of grilled veggies, right? They didn't really brine those, right? Well, this one certainly is less good than the first one, I would say. This one is going to go under... I still think the meat would be good. I wouldn't really care much for the sauerkraut, but I think the meat itself would be good. Pickled cockatrice. So I know it's probably chicken-like in texture. But those chicken you don't tend to see. And granted, chickens aren't really big enough to have like fillets of chicken, right? I mean, yeah, you have like chicken breasts, but typically it's small enough that you just kind of cook it as is. You don't really have it sliced like that. Where's this going? I think this is going to go between barley porridge and tentacles. Pickled cock. Atrice. Yeah, I'm not super high on this one. It's not atrocious. It's still a lot better than that omelet from early on in the show. That omelet just looked kind of bad to me. This is, I'm skipping this in the buffet line. I'm going back for more dragon tail soup, and I'm just kind of leaving this one alone. Also, while I'm paused here, this episode has been funny as fuck. I know we had a lot of serious episodes in that just passed, and this last episode was really, really weird structure-wise by kind of giving us a lot of exposition and some lore and everything. So it's nice to be back to zany adventures and the zaniness like actually hitting really hard for them. I feel like I've laughed a lot in this one, and I'm having a great time watching this one. And I hope you are too, dear viewer.
It's really been that long?
I wonder what method ended up working in the end. It'd be nice if it was the spell I cast.
Well, you don't have mana sickness, right?
You sure? Because maybe the cockatrice meat I was prepping somehow neutralized the curse.
I doubt it was
Them
that
so
one.
much trouble, and at a time
Oh.
when we really needed to get back to the surface.
Marcille, but we did it because we love you.
Under the circumstances, there's something I should tell them first.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm leaving
of
the party.
course. Don't ever use people as a human pickling weight.
So it goes with dungeon food. Delicious in dungeon.
Thanks. We even got one of these from the narrator. I had a fun time watching that episode. I pretty much gave the main points I wanted to make. It's just there, so I think this might be a short outro, but I had a really fun time watching that one. Was it the best episode? No, far from it. But the adventures were so fun that I didn't care. It was just a lot of fun to watch. I had a smile on my face for a lot of it. The action was fun, a lot of the what-if scenarios, especially in that back half with Marcille having the existential crisis of how to deal with the cockatrice, and she still ended up getting bitten, which I'm trying to think. Mythologies kind of come and go, but I'm trying to think. I think my given experience with a cockatrice is that it could turn you to stone with its gaze, right? So I mean, I guess, hey, it's up to whatever the creator wants to write it as. But having to actually be bit by the snake, I mean, granted, they said it's very vicious, very territorial, right? And obviously the fact that it, excuse me, even the fact I didn't really touch on this while watching it, but the fact that it came up out of the floor means the Mad Mage is, once again, trying to kill them in ways that aren't just trapping them in a single place, because they were just there and then all of a sudden it lifted up and there happened to be a big ass cockatrice in there. So, yeah, it definitely seems like there's some intent with what's happening here. Hope we find our way out. But at this point, I don't even know if that's going to be possible. Like, I don't know how many more episodes we give it while we're just kind of walking around here, like not getting out until we realize, like, okay, fuck trying to find a way out. Let's just try to go deeper at this point. Right? I mean, that's everything is different. They have no idea where they're going, no idea how to get out. The dungeon is actively working against them. They might just have to fucking go for it, right? There's a dragon flying around up here. Why go back up past the dragon when you can just go down and try to find... I mean, granted, the Mad Mage is powerful as hell, but at the same time, like, that might be your best option. I know there's a lot more show to go, and obviously we're not going to get there anytime soon, but yeah. That might be what we have to do. One additional thing to kind of cap this off with talking about the manga again is I foolishly, idiotically, I mean, I guess it's not the worst spoiler ever, but I was looking at what volumes they had on the shelf, and I really picked up and kind of leafed through volume 1, which is just the first like 4 chapters or so. I think a typical volume of a manga like this has 4 chapters in it. So it was like Hot Pot, the Tart, the Omelet, and the Roast Basilisk, ironically, talking about this one, watching the Cockatrice episode. I bent down and I picked up volume 14, which, doing some math, maybe around the start of next season or the end of this one. I'm not quite sure. But I looked at the table of contents and it was literally like Fallon Part 1, Fallon Part 2, Fallon Part 3, Fallon Part 4. So I immediately just like closed it up. I'm like, oh, can't look at this one. So, I mean, eventually, I mean, come on. Given the fact that this is kind of the main thrust of the show, finding Fallon, saving Fallon, it makes sense that we are going to come across her again. So it could have been a lot worse spoilers. Granted, a lot of them are just kind of food names. So how hard could I get spoiled? I'm assuming at a certain point I could get spoiled pretty damn hard, but for all intents and purposes, like, I feel like it's fine. But anyway, I don't even know what point I was trying to make, just that I kind of spoiled myself, but it could have been a lot worse, right? But yeah, I had a real fun time watching that one, especially, like I said, after the kind of somber, like, big time action and then somber episodes of the Red Dragon saga, and then the last one with Kabru and his crew. This was nice to get kind of wacky, zany adventures. It's almost like Ryoko Kui, while writing this, like, had, all this big stuff planned for the Dragon Saga, and in the months, or I think this probably came out monthly. I would assume so. Doesn't seem like it would be a weekly series, or however often the chapters came out as she was writing them and illustrating them. I gotta tell this big story about the dragon. It's like, but wouldn't it be really funny if I did this with a cockatrice? And Marcille got like, it's like all these ideas came to her and she's like, I'm gonna hit them with these great ideas once we kind of get back to business as usual. So I appreciate that. It feels like some of these ideas, like I said, the bits were constantly hitting. I was constantly laughing, smiling. Even something as small as Senshi teaching Chilchuck the birds and the bees, with the dryads still thinking he's a child, which I know not to call him a child, but it's still just funny to see it play out. Just great stuff all around. I had a blast watching this one, and I hope you did too. Assuming we're going to get back to more serious stuff soon. But for now, some levity was very, very nice. So, hey, as I'm closing here, I think I'm out of things to say. What did you think of this episode? Don't forget to let me know in a comment below, and please don't forget to leave a like on your way out. And with all that being said, I'll catch you for the next episode of Dungeon Meshi. Delicious in Dungeon. Take it easy, everybody.